Hey there, welcome to my office. If you're watching this video, I'm guessing that we've met before, but it's possible that we haven't. My name's Gentry. I'm the Director of Young Adult Ministry for the Diocese of Dodge City, and I've been tasked with making this video for you. The goal of the video is to compile some shared wisdom, some helpful tips and tricks from other priests from around the diocese, and put it all in one place so that you can use this in your preparation for an upcoming wedding. On our website and in our handbook, you can find all sorts of requirements and deadlines and canonical pieces. That's all there. I read through all of this actually that you can find on our website, and it did remind me how much the church loves love. You know, like rather than just rushing into this whole thing, we do our best to go through and make sure everything is just so that this momentous occasion can be entered with freedom and with love. And so that's a beautiful thing, and all that is there for you. But this video is for those other things, the in-between stuff that helps make the whole process run smoothly for you and for the couple. So I'm going to break the video down into like 3 different time zones. The first is the time leading up to the rehearsal, then second, the rehearsal itself, and lastly, the wedding day. So as I talked to different priests about this pre-rehearsal time, they all mentioned the same thing, which is that it's very important to get people together, to get the couple together long before the actual rehearsal. And there are some key things to do there. One of them is to go through the rite itself. Now, of course, it may not be possible to actually get both people there in person, so you can do this via some digital interface. But nonetheless, to take time with just the couple to walk through the rite and to talk about what will happen that day and also what will not happen that day. Our culture tries to pack all sorts of things onto a Catholic wedding, from mariachi bands to unity candles, to having the priest or the presider ask who gives away this girl in marriage. All of that stuff, this is the time to flesh those things out and to try to get a sense for what they're expecting and then run that past what the church actually does. And it's also a great moment for evangelization to explain the church's symbolism, which is rich and filled with beauty. And it's just sometimes the case that we've forgotten about that. This is also a good time to talk about music and what is appropriate for the Mass, and also the readings, because there are, of course, some different options for them to choose from. So giving them a chance to take them home and to pray over them and decide this would be a good time for that. And if it's possible to be in the same place at the same time, to actually walk through the church building itself and determine early on who's going to go where. Where are the girls going to be getting dressed? Where are the guys going to be getting dressed? Who's going to be getting you when you come out of this room, and all of that stuff. Those things can be kind of decided early on, and it may be the case that the couple hasn't even thought about any of those things yet, so this kind of sets that in motion. The goal in this pre-rehearsal stage is to set the tone and to open this line of communication between you and the couple so that as things come up, there is a place for them to go and a place for you to go. And also, this is a way better time to flesh out some of these things that actually might be prickly at the night of the rehearsal, or even worse, the day of the wedding. On the night of the rehearsal, it's important for the priest to have a structure that he already has planned out, that he's ready to employ. And one of the priests mentioned a very simple one. It just is prayer, rules, talk through, walk through. So first, of course, you start the evening with a prayer, and this sets the tone that you're the one leading this event that night, and gives you a chance to make it personal for the couple and to make it clear that you care about them and you share that same love and concern for them and for the event that's to come with the parents and everyone else there. Then to set the rules, so this is your chance to set your ground rules for your particular parish. So this will vary from place to place, but everything from alcohol consumption to photography, placement, everything else that falls in that category, this is your chance to make those expectations clear. Then you can talk through the rite to an extent. You don't have to talk through everything, of course, just the pieces where the people who are there that night will be kind of moving around, and then practice it once, and then that it might be enough. It's not necessary that the rehearsal be super long. One priest told me he keeps them to 30 minutes and then offers confessions afterwards. So that might be a framework that works for you. And it's also important maybe to say in the beginning that most people's questions will be answered as you go through the process. So to just let people know that they can hold their questions till the end, and if something isn't answered, then at the end would be a good time to address it. One priest mentioned that it is helpful to have the readings printed out and ready for the lectors. Not that they need to read through them during the rehearsal, But at least everyone knows that the readings have been printed out and will be there tomorrow for them. And one last key insight is to locate your go-to person. I think different cultures have different names for who this might be, but hopefully there will be at least one person there that night and the next day at the wedding who's going to be kind of helping you because they know how things are going to go, and they can be standing at the back to direct the bridal party up the aisle when they need to go. So find that person that night so that the next day things go smooth. There's some parishes I know have like actual wedding coordinators, and this is what they do, but many of our parishes don't, so it's important to find that person and be on the same page with them. When it comes to the wedding day itself, it's important to arrive early and have everything kind of ready to go. Undoubtedly, people will have last minute, hurried, excited, anxious questions for the priest, and they'll be looking for you. So to be there to answer those things and meet them with a calm, kind of serene approach to the day is ideal. And it's also important to know that every single last minute request need not be fulfilled. Like there are probably going to be some things that come up at the last day about a desire to do this or that sort of thing. And this is why, leading all the way back to the pre-rehearsal time, you've given the couple and the families a chance to bring up these different opinions or thoughts or whatever, and you've had a chance to go through them, and you've fielded them however you fielded them, and now it's maybe too late for some requests, and that's okay, to be firm about that. But at least to be there to answer any logistical questions and to help people get prepared for this momentous occasion. It's also helpful to have a specific place and a specific plan for how you're going to address the marriage license itself. All the families and the friends will be leaving, the wedding party will be leaving, the couple will be leaving, and somehow you got to have a plan to snag the couple and sign the documents in a place that's appropriate, and then carry that off to do with it what you must after that. But to have a plan ready so that you know when that time comes where you're going, you can tell them where to go and take care of that. One more sort of bonus insight, I guess, and it is actually mentioned in our paperwork that's available online, but some of these things that don't fit in the Mass, the Unity Candle, certain secular songs, whatever it may be, might fit really well in their reception. And so to encourage them to take some of those ideas that they had, that they maybe really wanted to do, and to encourage them to transfer them on into the reception and do them there where they're free to party however they choose. So I hope this is of some help to you, some service to the church, and all for the glory of God. If you have any questions about wedding prep, wedding rehearsal prep, I think you should feel confident in reaching out to your brother priests. As I was asking different priests for their shared wisdom on this, there's a lot of insight there, and there's a lot that's not in this video. So you might just go ahead and reach out to another priest here to get more of an idea of what to expect and how to navigate those things as they come up in this whole process leading from pre-rehearsal, rehearsal to the wedding day. Thanks so much. God bless.